This week on Steel Horse Thunder.
Well, we've been at this for 5 years now, and it's just gotten bigger and better every time. Everything we raise goes to Special Olympics, which is pretty near and dear to a lot of us here.
Then we get to test ride a brand new Harley Davidson motorcycle. This straight off the showroom floor, I could just take off and run to California on it. I mean, it's one of the most comfortable bikes I've ever rode in my life.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
People talk about your one-stop shop. Well, Flat Out Motorsports is definitely a one-stop shop.
Maybe you like to hit the streets on two wheels, whether you're a touring guy, whether you're a cruising guy, or maybe you like the sport bikes.
If you'd rather play in the dirt, there's four wheels or there's two wheels.
Or maybe you've gotten to that point where you're ready for an extra wheel. They got the Can-Am Spider and the ever-so-cool Slingshot.
Or maybe you don't like the dirt or the road, then you can get on the water. Take this baby for a ride.
No matter what you need, no matter what brand you like to ride, all the safety gear, helmets, whatever you're looking for, it's all right here under one roof. And with the used motorcycle sales, you can pretty much find any kind of motorcycle you like.
Motorcycle riders want the freedom of the open road. Unfortunately, other motorists often do not give riders the proper attention the law requires. Call us at Leidendorf Law. Like family, because we are.
Good morning. We're up here in Greensburg, Indiana, up here, down here, over here. I'm not quite sure where exactly we're located in the state. Some call it Southern, some call it Central, but anyway, we're here in Greensburg. We're at the Eagle Riders. Cindy, what's going on today?
Well, this is the Riding Rodeo, and it's for the Special Olympics, and I think it's going to be pretty cool because they go out to the camp, the kids come out. I know they said that the kids may even come here, so it's going to be cool.
It is cool. It's just a fun event right here, so I think we're going to have a lot of fun. And remember, all of our charity rides this year are sponsored by Crambo's out in Greencastle. We're in Greensburg, they're in Greencastle. Don't get them confused or you're going to be mighty upset. But you need to get out there, you need to see Chris, and you need to see Beth. Thank them for what they've done with the Steel Horse Show and stuff, and they're just great people. If you're looking for paint work or if you're looking for mechanic work, I mean, that's where you need to go. So anyway, with that being said, Cindy, what do you say we find out who's in charge of this and find out a little bit more about this cool event?
Let's go.
Nate, we're here. We're in Greensburg. You guys got the Hidden Paradise Ride and Rodeo. So this is kind of a cool thing you guys got going on here. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, we've been at this for 5 years now, and it's just gotten bigger and better every time. Everything we raise goes to Special Olympics, which is pretty near and dear to a lot of us here. And we just have a ball doing it. And like I said, we've been at it 5 years. Pretty much everything you do at a horse rodeo, we do on motorcycles. And sometimes there's some bucking going on too. You know,
So you guys are going to leave here. Actually, we're here at your post, and then you leave here and you go up to St. Paul. Is that where the campground's located?
Yes, it's campground's out at St. Paul, Indiana, and it's about 8 mile ride from here. When we leave here, we're gonna loop around through town, and a couple of our sponsors just want us to ride around their businesses and just kind of draw a little bit of attention, and we're more than willing to help them do anything they want to do. And they help us so much. And so we're just gonna do a little loop around town, parade out through town, and a nice ride out through the countryside, back into the campground, and the festivities begin.
And what exactly will you guys do when you get out there? I know it's called like a rodeo and everything. I mean, do you guys do like biker games out there and stuff?
Yeah, we do. We do the slow race, barrel rolls. We do pole bending, which you're not supposed to bend the pole, but I'm pretty good at that. Yeah. A catalog race. You run down to a barrel, grab a catalog. We'll give you a page number. So you got to go through the catalog and find that page, and then bring it back. And that's all in time. And sometimes that number's not in that catalog.
No, that's really cool, man. It just sounds like a super fun event. And again, now you guys are Eagle Riders, but it's not a closed thing. I mean, anybody that wants to do this.
This is open to everybody and anybody. Two wheels. We got all kinds of people with Jeeps, trucks, whatnot. Everybody come. There's a lot of non-riding events also, and we you do a pantyhose twirl. Pair of pantyhose over your head with a tennis ball down in the foot. And he puts that water bottles up, and you got to knock the water bottles over. Now that's fun. And we get the kids from the campground. They all get involved. A lot of the campers come over. They get involved in everything, and it's just a great time.
It is.
You know,
It sounds fantastic.
People kind of stand back a little bit and look, and they see what's going on, and then all of a sudden they swamp us. You know, everybody's in. They want to get involved. They figure out what we're doing, and they're more than happy to help.
Yeah.
We've done well the last couple of years.
Man, it's cool, and it is funny because sometimes you have people that don't ride over there, and they see a bunch of you guys show up. People got beards, we got hair, we got, you know what I mean? You're on loud motorcycles, and at first everybody is kind of standoffish. It's like, well, and then it's like, all right, they look kind of friendly. All right, they're laughing, they're joking, they're having a good time, and then they do slowly come over, and
that ice gets broken, and we have a ball. We have a ball.
Misty, I saw you back there. You're slinging them biscuits around.
Yes,
Tell me
ma'am.
about your job, because I know you said you do it every year.
Yes. I come up here every year and help our Eagles out because they help us Eagle Riders. And I sling a lot of biscuits and gravy for these riders. So we tell everybody to come hungry, and I sweat a lot, like right now. But yes, I do this every year. And I love doing this. I love helping these guys out. You know, bikers get fed. Happy bikers.
Oh, yeah, they're happy. All
Yes,
right.
they are. They get that belly full. They're happy.
And I saw the plate full of food, so it's not like you rip them off or anything. You put lots of food
Yes,
on there.
last year we had an Eagle Rider come from Chevyville, Buster, and he came up with this special. It's half order biscuits and gravy, eggs, hash browns, and 2 sausages. So we call it the Buster Special.
Awesome.
Yes, yes.
So do you ever go out? I know you do this for this ride, and it's the Special Olympics. Do you go out and meet the kids? Do you do
They come up here and see the bikes off. They make signs and see all the bikes off. I'm in charge of the food, and my husband's in charge of our rodeo. So we don't go on the ride. We get everybody set up out there.
So your husband does the rodeo?
Yes.
Okay, so do you go out and watch the rodeo? at
Oh,
least?
hell yes. Yes. The rodeo is always fun. And this year we did something different. We took it up a notch, and we're doing Battle of the Bands this year.
Well, that's cool.
Yes. And all of our proceeds will go to Decatur County Special Olympics.
Awesome. So tell me about the rodeo, because I've only been to one rodeo. So tell me what goes on at the rodeo.
All right, we don't do animals, it's bikes. We have events for the road. We have singles and we have doubles. We have one, it's called the Kellogg Race. My husband times you and gives a single rider, like your husband, we give him a page number. He has to ride down there, thumb through a catalog, and get that page number and bring it back. We got a new event this year. It's called Knocking Boots. We got this off Luke Bryan, his song. It's a double event. Your husband would ride you down. You have to wear tennis shoes or boots. There's going to be 3 people down. They'll ride you back to where the shoes are. You have to jump off the bike and find your shoes. And then we also do egg and spoon out there. The passenger, it's a double event. The passenger has an egg on their spoon. You can't cheat. You can't have gum on your egg. I tried. And we do that, and my husband will tell him to go this way, switch gears. It's a good time. It's really
It
good.
sounds like a lot of
It's fun. And then we do a watermelon crawl. Your husband, again, would ride you down. You sit side saddle for this, I learned. And he'll ride you up to this line. There's watermelons. Passenger jumps off the bike, has to push the watermelon with their head, cannot touch any body parts at all. Yeah.
Tell me what brought you out to this ride. What got you involved?
It's just the kids, Special Olympics, raising money for them, seeing what they do with the money on a yearly basis, and just seeing the joy that comes to them when we are able to hand them the check at the end of the year.
So do you go out to the camp and see everything that's going on there?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a lot of kids that go out there?
They normally don't go out there, but they'll be here today when we leave, and they'll all send us off. So when we leave here today, they'll be here waiting and seeing us off. So it's really good.
That's pretty cool. So is this is not your first time doing this ride?
This is my second
Second
ride.
time?
Yep.
So you haven't been riding very long?
I've been riding quite a while, but I've only been with the Eagle Riders for a little over a year and a half.
So what got you involved in the Eagle Riders? I know the Eagle Riders do a lot for the charity rides and everything else, but what got you involved?
Mainly the charities, but I have a lot of family that's involved in the Eagles, and they kind of introduced me to it. And once I found out what they were about and the charity rides and doing stuff for Special Olympics, that really brought me into the group.
So tell me about your job, because I know that you have to have a lot of things going on to coordinate all this stuff.
Absolutely. So Special Olympics, is at a state and national and international level, actually. So our county is just a small piece of the Special Olympics program. So what we do in our county is we have about 80 athletes. And so we keep those sports going year round. We start with bowling, and then we move into winter games. We have volleyball, bocce, track and field, softball, golf, and so basically part of my job is just making sure that those sports are coordinated, that we have the volunteers, that we have the venue, and then also with Special Olympics being a non-for-profit, making sure that we have fundraisers that help sustain us financially. So.
And this is one of your fundraisers.
Well, we are so blessed. I mean, this year has been crazy because we've actually had to cancel a couple of our fundraisers, and Misty and the Eagle Riders, I mean, they've just embraced us. I mean, we feel like they're family. They support us in all these different ways, not just the charity ride. So our county is very blessed. Our athletes are blessed to just have so many people that care about them and want to do something for them.
That's so amazing, and the Eagle Riders they do so much for everybody in every county.
They do.
But I hear that you have the Queen of Decatur County here
Yes,
with you.
and my name is Catherine Renee Maddox.
So this is my daughter, Catherine, who
Catherine.
likes to refer to herself as the Queen of Decatur County. So,
Kathy, you guys are out here. You do the Special Olympics. Tell me about how your involvement is in this.
Oh, this has been a great group of people that have really helped my son a great deal. He's been in it for about 3 years now, and he didn't really have any athletic skills at the time, but he's joined in. They've taught him. He's having fun. He has friends. He's included. It's great fun. And today we're coming out. This Eagle group here has done this ride and supported funding our Special Olympics project, and so we came out here to support them while they're doing funding for our project.
Well, it's really cool, and it's so cool to see all the kids out here.
Yeah.
He's out here holding a sign, and he's so proud of
Oh
his
yes,
sign,
he
which
made his
should
sign.
be.
Yes.
He made that all by himself?
I helped a little, but yes, pretty much. He made a sign. He's proud about it. They asked us to make a few signs to send them off, and we did.
So with the Special Olympics, do you guys, I know you said you've been involved in about 3 years, but what all did they do? I mean, as far as him, did he not talk or do a lot of athletic stuff, and so now he's doing all that because of them?
No. He speaks. He just didn't really have. He was never really included in sports before this. No one would really pick him. But now he's doing very well. He's really good in softball, very good in basketball, downhill skiing. He's second in the state. He's doing awesome.
That is so cool.
It's just really given him purpose and something to do, and he looks forward to it so much. So.
Hey man, last year we did the Posse ride, and it was just such a huge help to keep the show on the air and everything else. Everybody said they wanted to do it again, so just a reminder, we are going to do another Posse ride. And I keep telling everybody, we haven't got the date set yet, but it's going to be sometime in September, so it's probably going to be one of the first Sundays in October. Doesn't that sound about right?
It does. It sounds about right. That's usually what happens.
So yes, keep an eye on the Facebook page. We'll let you know as soon as we get a date set for sure, but it's definitely going to be September, or probably more than likely in October. But
it's
will
going to be fun.
It'll be fun, and it will be a Sunday. So stay tuned.
This is a Standard Lawyer commercial. This is a dramatic shot of me walking down the hallway. This is a stage scene of me talking to clients, even though they're not actual clients. This is the closing shot in my office, where I say my catchphrase looking professional and confident. Look, all lawyer commercials are the same, but not all lawyers are the same. Ladendorf Law has been involved in the motorcycle community for over 35 years, with many more years to come. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are. The attorneys at Ladendorf Law have over 100 years of experience in personal injury and wrongful death litigation. Call us at Ladendorf Law. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Jessica, you are the Ladendorf Law featured woman writer, and I want you to tell me about your bike, because this is a cool bike and you've got a cool story, so tell me all about it.
This was my dad's bike. He taught me how to ride it when I was 17. After he passed away 6 years ago, I bought it. This is a Yamaha Virago 1100 in '89.
Well, you know, it's a cool bike, and I've actually rode one of these before, and I rode it down in the hills of Kentucky, and I remember it rode very nicely, so it's got a comfortable ride, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
So do you plan on keeping this bike? I know it's got a lot of memories for you, so you're probably going to keep this bike.
I'm passing it down to my son.
Are you?
I am.
So, and you started riding this when you were 17?
17.
So how many miles have you put on this bike?
Oh Lord, probably about 80,000.
Yeah. Well, that's quite a number. Have you went all over the place, done a lot of charity rides?
I have done a lot of charity rides, but I've not taken it on the interstate.
You haven't taken it on the interstate?
No.
Well, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to. So, you haven't been out of state either if you haven't been on the interstate, right?
No.
Do you want to go out of state with it?
I would love to take it down to Tennessee.
Yeah. Do the Tail of the Dragon?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that would be pretty cool, and this bike would be a very comfortable bike to ride on it. Have you done anything to it, or is it just?
I've not done anything.
No.
Nope.
Don't plan on it?
Nope.
No. Well, you know, it's beautiful just the way it is. You know, I know it's a great bike, and I know it's going to give you a lot of miles, and I just hope that you can get out there and ride and enjoy all those miles and just think about your dad while you're riding.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Don't look now. Crambo's isn't just paint. It's your one-stop shop for motorcycle gear, parts, and service. Crambo's, voted the Indy A-List #1 motorcycle shop 2 years running, has expanded with the state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment for tuning your fuel-injected Harley and a new paint facility to make your bike stand out from all the others. Crambo's also has a new retail area complete with leather, chrome, audio, and all your parts and service needs. Crambo's, voted #1 for a reason.
You have been injured in an automobile collision, and suddenly your vocabulary has been expanded to include terms totally unfamiliar to you. We know accidents can be overwhelming to the injured victims and their families. You know you can put your trust in the familiar faces of Ladendorf Law. We take care of you and your family so that you can focus on recovering from your injuries. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
We got a really cool weekend coming up here, August 21st and 22nd in Indianapolis. It's going to be a hoot, man. We got the AMA Flat Track is back. All you flat track fans, man, the Indy Mile is back on. They're doing a race Friday night and Saturday night. So it's going to be a blast up at the State Fairgrounds. And while all that's going on, we also have Thunder in the Crossroads going on over at the Marion County Fairgrounds. We got bike shows, you're gonna have live concerts, you got all sorts of stuff going on. So remember, August 21st and 22nd, everybody needs to be in Indianapolis if you ride a motorcycle.
Hey man, I'm up here at Indy West Harley Davidson. I've got an opportunity today to take out one of the 2020 Road Glide Limiteds. Now, I've rode a couple Road Glides in the past, and my comment about Road Glides, I never really liked them. Because of the way the appearance, the stationary fairing and all that stuff, I just didn't like so much. But I'm getting used to the Road Glide, the way they handle. So I'm looking forward to hopping on this one and taking it for a ride. It's a beautiful day to do it. You know, and just looking at the bike, I mean, first of all, I really like the color a lot because it's actually come close to the color of my motorcycle that I bought in 2000. But it's I mean, they're just a big machine. There's a lot of motorcycle here. If you are touring, if you're the type of person who likes to get on a motorcycle and take off, you know, and put a few thousand miles on a bike in a weekend, or, you know, go cross country or whatever, I mean, my God, this bike right here is designed for that. So, I don't know, I want to throw a leg over it. And now, obviously, I'm not used to that stationary fairing or anything, but, you know, I'm not used to having a radio either. Or a big screen TV to watch while I'm going down the road, which is pretty convenient. You know, so I mean, there's just a lot of new things on it. You know, riding a 20-year-old motorcycle, a lot of new things, and I don't know. It's super comfortable, I can tell you that right now. I mean, this fits me pretty good right off the showroom floor, so I'm liking it. Let's take it for a ride. Up here at Indy West. It is a beautiful day to take this bike out for a ride. I've never been a huge fan of road glides because of that stationary fairing. Okay. It's a little different to get used to, you know what I'm saying? And I rode an old Honda that used to have one of those, and it was just kind of a weird feeling, but I've rode a few of them now, and even though I'm not quite 100% on that stationary fairing, the way these bikes handle the road glide, it's like I've got several friends that when they got to a road glide, they've never changed. They've stayed with the road glide, and I understand why. Yeah. This straight off the showroom floor, I could just take off and run to California on it. I mean, it's one of the most comfortable bikes I've ever rode in my life.
So, well, you're absolutely right. It's very comfortable, and the riding position for a guy your size, your height, with the way the handlebar position is and the seat position, it's going to fit you very well. So, and then with the new suspension that's on these motorcycles, with the Showa dual bending valve suspension in the front end, it really makes a huge difference in the ride and the comfortability, especially absorbing bumps and any potholes, anything like that you might have come across.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was smooth as silk, and that's why I even made a comment while I was riding. I was like, oh, I see why they call it a road glide, because I am just gliding across the road. I didn't feel a single bump on the road. I mean, as far as comfort goes, you can't beat it.
I agree. Well, and the stationary fairing definitely helps with that. Wind buffeting, having the triple vent system in the fairing makes a big difference as well. Cuts down in that wind buffeting. You'll notice that. But it cuts through the wind because of that stationary fairing. You're not going to have all the wind on your handlebars and having that weight of the pressure if you do get a strong gust of wind. So it makes a big difference.
So is that why my beard was not up in front of my face?
Probably.
Because I can't ride a motorcycle with a windshield for that reason, because your beard ends up going right up in your face, and that didn't happen on this.
Right.
And that was the very first thing I noticed, was like, well, that's odd. It's not even...
You don't have to get off the bike and brush out your beard.
Right? So yeah, I mean, and for me, that is kind of a big selling point for me.
Absolutely.
But now this is the Road Glide Limited.
Correct. So the Ultra Limited on the Road Glide now, it's going to come standard with heated hand grips, so that's a new feature. It's going to come standard with the new touchscreen GTS infotainment center, and also the painted interfering. It's also going to come around, if you take a look here, comes around with the dual disc Brembo braking system. It's anti-lock brakes. It's a linked ABS braking system with the optional for the reflex defensive rider system. So
yeah, it's nice. I mean, I couldn't say enough. I can't say enough good things about it. I even like the color. The color's a little different. I had my old 2000. It's suede green and black.
Yeah.
And it's very similar to this right here. This I don't know what color that would actually be called.
This color here is called spruce, and then if you look at the top part of the paint here on the tank, that one's called pine.
Okay.
So it's a pine and spruce two-tone. It's very sharp looking on this model. So.
Oh, it is. I like the look of it, and like I said, I'm coming around to the Road Glides only because I never liked them because of the way they look, and now even the look, they're starting to look pretty nice. They're they're starting to get a pretty sexy look to them, and that's what I like about it. And obviously, with all this, you can pack up whatever you want on here. The lowers, is that standard on this bike?
So the lowers is standard on the Road Glide Limited model. Reason is standard is because it is a twin cooled engine, so it's air and liquid cooled. It's going to have the cooling ports around the exhaust ports on the motor, so that helps keep everything cool. They also redesigned on this bike for the exhaust system. They brought the catalytic converter back further, so that way if you do ride with a passenger, it keeps the heat off their leg as well. So it's just more comfort and more ergonomic that way. We come around, we'll see how the navigation and everything comes on. So it is 100% touchscreen, and it is a tempered glass, so it can't crack or break. You really can't hurt it. And this one does have a low tire pressure indicator. And then if you go into the navigation, once it loads up, it says we're a little low on fuel, so we're gonna avoid searching.
I guess I rode too far.
But it's 100% touchscreen, so you could zoom in, zoom out. If you want to search for a destination, you come in here and hit search, and you could go by here by point of interest. If you have saved, like if you have your home saved, your home address, you could do everything there. And then also music, being it's a Bluetooth radio, you're going to have the option for that music to Bluetooth through your phone and play like your hits off. You use iTunes or maybe Pandora, something like that. So it's a really great, and it's user friendly, so it's very simple to use. The good thing about this radio is it does work with like gloves. If you're wearing leather gloves, it will recognize that and still use the touchscreen capability.
Oh, is that right? Mm-hmm. Dude, that's pretty cool, man. Well, thank you so much, and I'll let you get back to work.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, hey, that's going to do it for us. It's about time for the rodeo to start. And guess what? It ain't their first rodeo. Cindy, what do you think?
I think it's going to be pretty cool. I mean, all the kids, everything going on, it's going to be really cool.
And remember, it's not what you ride.
It's that you ride.